Good evening, everyone. It is Wednesday, May 17th. I cannot believe how quickly this month has gone. I am Reverend Rob Benashak, and this is our spin into stillness. It is that midweek time that we make for ourselves. We carve it out. It's not that long. It's that moment where we can just breathe, where we can allow a card to be drawn to give us a message and some guidance. And then we just take some breaths and make ourselves still and listen to the voice within. Now, behind me, you're going to hear the marching band, which is from one of the schools that is right up the street from us, and they make it a Wednesday evening ritual that they march down the streets in this neighborhood. So it's really lovely. It's ambient noise, and as I say every week, this is our opportunity to be still within the chaos and not have to just rely on us being in a complete state of quiet and sound deprivation. Because the stillness that we need to uh, access is stillness that we need to be able to access whatever is going on around us. So, the music's beautiful coming from behind me, and I hope you enjoy it as we kind of finish out the opening and introduction of our meditation. They're usually moving through the neighborhood by the time we actually go still. But as you know, we allow a beautiful deck of oracle cards called the Starman Tarot deck, at least for now, to guide us. We draw a card, that card gives us information, and then we take that information into the stillness so that we can listen to our deep self, that voice within, offer insight directly to us about that card, and even more importantly, about how that card relates to the intention that we set for tonight, which we're about to do. So I always write my intention out on one of these little slips of paper, and I write my own, and then I write one that says everyone's intentions, because what I like to do, of course, is gather all of the energy from everybody participating this evening and to kind of accumulate it through the ether onto one of these little slips of paper. And then at the conclusion of our meditation this evening, we send those intentions out to the flames, out into the universe, allowing the universe without and within to do its magic and to allow us to see the clarity, or to see with clarity the way to reach or manifest what we've intended, the way to answer the question that we're perhaps asking. This is that opportunity. So I know you've probably thought about this already, but let us just have a few moments of quiet and reflection, and you can write down what your intention for tonight's meditation is. Now, this can be in the form of a question, this can be in the form of a declarative statement, just a way that you can give yourself some focus as we go deeper into ourselves for tonight's spin into the stillness. So I'm going to write mine down, and you can write yours. Let's just have that moment now, shall we? All right, did you have a chance to think about it? Now, you can write it down. You can keep your journal of your meditation intentions. You know, some people like to go back and to review the intentions that they've set to see whether they've made progress, to see whether the journey is happening and unfolding the way that we are intending it. And so this allows us to kind of check in with ourselves every so often. Or you could just write it down on your slip of paper, or you can pretend to write it on your hand, or you can write it on your palm and kind of hold that in stillness so that the energy kind of gets gathered here and then sent to me. However you want to do it is the right way. There is no right or wrong way for us to be in the stillness together. These are just suggestions. Again, I like the slip of paper. I like sending it out into the universe on the flames. And I like being surprised during my week when that intention is revealed or becomes more clear. And I'm remembering, oh yeah, talked about that in my meditation, or I addressed that as I was going into meditation. So just a fun way to kind of keep that awareness and that mindfulness going at all times. So I think it might be time to draw our card. Then get still, get real still. All right, so let's do this. So I shuffle the cards, and then we all agree that I'm going to draw the top card. And this is because you can see me drawing that top card. You can witness me kind of reaching right here at the top. I am not reaching into the card deck with my own intuition and choosing a card for me. I am choosing the top card, which represents all of our intentions. And this is what I really love about this meditation, is that we get one card that is the answer to all of our questions, that uniquely addresses our individual questions, intentions, and queries. So it makes it a community experience with a very individual and very personalized response. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's do this. Let's draw our card. I've shuffled them a couple of times. I've always drawn one for myself today. And again, this is a 78 card deck. Now, as it turns out, if you go back and look at the playlist for our meditations, you know, we often draw the same card every couple of weeks or once a month, or we're seeing, it's rare that we've seen us draw a completely new card. Last week we did, which was kind of exciting. But I always am intrigued by when we do draw that same card, either a couple of weeks in a row, or maybe if it skips a week and we draw that card again, or if we draw it once this month and then again once next month. That is a message that is persisting for us. That is intention that is the response to an intention that might be very different this week or this month than it was when we were responding, or when it was responding to us before. Let's drop them, but I didn't. So let's keep moving. I'm going to shuffle since I dropped those cards. Now, remember, you don't get to throw the card out. This is not throwing the deck back here and throwing it back into the deck. This card is your answer. This card is the information and the insight that you have been seeking or waiting for or asked for tonight. So, it's a given. It's a given. I'm going to draw that card. Our card for tonight is... Ooh, first time for us in this deck with this card. The card is the moon. Moon. So let us see what the book has to say about the card. I'm going to put the card up onto another screen so that you can look at it with me as I read about it for you. There she is, the moon. I see the moon, and the moon sees me. What a gorgeous, gorgeous card. It's a major arcana card. The band is going wild outside. So, the beauty about this book and this deck is that it gives it distills the information about the card and about the archetype into one kind of mantra statement that sometimes I'll take word for word and bring us into meditation, or sometimes I will adapt it to reflect kind of my intuition about the card and just for simplicity's sake. So, tonight, about the moon, this mantra says, I perceive the truth through the inner veil and its reflection. I perceive the truth through the inner veil and its reflection. I perceive the truth through the inner veil and its reflection. Here we go. The moon signifies journeying within the pool of inner wisdom the subconscious inhabits. The moon is the light that shines in the darkness, and her waxing and waning mirror the movements of the tides in our emotions. Seen here, she is the woman in the moon, shining her gentle light over the waters below. The moon is in synchronous rotation with the earth. This means the same side is always facing the earth, and the gravitational pull the moon exerts creates the two bulges on the earth which move around the oceans as the earth rotates, causing the familiar high and low tides. Women's menstruation cycles often harmonize with the cycles of the moon, and in the times of goddess worship, more than 5,000 years ago, women would often bleed together on the new moon, considered an auspicious, deeply created, and spiritual period of release. Then ovulation occurred at the height of their creative release during the full moon. Living life can be a very lonely path at times, especially when we are transitioning from the old to the new. The path unknown before us can be laden with projected fears and fantasies of loss and failure. But the moon card suggests to look a little deeper and face your fears. It is a time to retreat and reflect, attentive to the synchronicities and symbolic wisdom in the outer world reflecting in the mirror of the inner world. Allow insights and guidance to surface in your dreams and to keep your dream diary ready. Or at least for tonight, perhaps you want to have a diary ready for your meditation to see where you go. Remember, we can feel our most desperate or despondent in the darkness, given to flights of the imagination, twisted fears, and fantasy. As a mistress of illusion, the dreaming self, she holds both the keys and the spells. Deep, forgotten memories may be disturbing your equilibrium, past traumas resurfacing once again, to experience the light of consciousness, the healing spiral. You thought you were resolved, but up it comes again to be purified. Journey within the power of guided visualization, and like the 3 ethereal water bearers in the card, receive her wisdom. Success in any venture always carries fear as it does hope, the two sides of the same coin. Darkness cannot exist without light. Light without dark. Embrace your fears. And so again, the moon is the dark reflects and distorts. Face your fears. Embrace uncertainty. Pay attention to what your dreams say. Let your subconscious guide you. So our mantra tonight, I'm going to kind of override the one that's there. because they kind of state it in a couple of different ways, but it's kind of the same point. So tonight, let us say the mantra together, and you can say this in your mind, or if you are alone and you feel comfortable stating it out loud or saying it authoritatively, please feel free. But our mantra this evening is: I face my fears, I embrace uncertainty, I pay attention to my dreams, I let my subconscious guide me. I face my fears, I embrace uncertainty, I pay attention to my dreams, I let my subconscious guide me. Actually, let's just keep the three. Let's just keep the three. So I face my fears, embrace uncertainty, and I pay attention to my dreams. Face my fears, I embrace uncertainty, I pay attention to my dreams. So that sounds like it's an easy one to remember. I face my fears, I embrace uncertainty, I pay attention to my dreams. Are you ready to get comfortable? Are you ready to be still? Are you ready to listen to that voice within? So get comfortable, make your nest, shake out the tension. Let's just do a little scrunching. So let's do a little relaxation exercise. Let's just take a breath, and as we exhale, let's just scrunch up every part of your body. Let's just get real tight, and then release. And feel the relaxation as you do. So are you ready? We're going to do this twice. Take a breath in. And exhale as you scrunch, 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 scrunch it out, scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Now take another breath and release. Feel lighter and relaxed. Let's do it again. Take a breath. As we exhale, contract and scrunch, 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 scrunch. Just twist it all up. Tight, 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 tight. Take a deep breath. And then release. It's almost lightheaded that you feel, right? Let's take one more breath. And then as you exhale, allow your eyes to drift closed if you would like, or you can keep them open and watch the card ahead of you on your screen. It's all up to you. This is your meditation. But we want our breath now to be deliberate with intention, but also relaxed. So let's inhale. Exhale naturally. Inhale and exhale. With each breath that we inhale and exhale, our body becomes more and more relaxed. More and more relaxed. And as it does become relaxed, we realize that all pain has drifted away from our body. All physical pain has dissipated. All the emotional pain seems to have calmed down in our mind. We feel very peaceful, very safe, for we have created our own nest. We have created the conditions that allow us to be comfortable yet alert. And without that pain, without that emotional or physical pain, it's almost like our bodies have dissolved, leaving behind just our beautiful, glorious, shining essence. It has no form, and it is very clearly individualized through the rest of the world because we are unique. So much that we share with the universe and with each other, and also so many ways we are unique and special and beautiful. And we feel that specialness right now. We allow ourselves to find something in this situation that we find unquestionably comforting. Maybe we're meditating with our favorite pillow. Maybe we love the soothing sounds of the steel drum. More and more relaxed. Going deeper and deeper. And as this essence, we are free from all pain. We feel so connected to the goodness of our life and our world. Now let us bring to mind our mantra here in this space. And that mantra is, I face my fears. I embrace uncertainty. I pay attention to my dreams. I face my fears. I embrace uncertainty. I pay attention to my dreams. I face my fears. I embrace uncertainty. I pay attention to my dreams. I face my fears. Embrace uncertainty. I pay attention to my dreams. Embrace my fears. Embrace uncertainty. I pay attention to my dreams. I face my fears. Embrace uncertainty. I face my fears. Embrace uncertainty. Pay attention to my dreams. I face my fears. I embrace uncertainty. I embrace my fears. Embrace uncertainty. Pay attention to my dreams. And now that we've ventured into ourselves and find ourselves with the essence of us, with our wisest of selves, our deep self. And while we are shapeless and formless in this state, we can still sense the presence of the physical body. It gives us the boundaries. It gives us the control of ourselves for now. It keeps us at level heads, with reason prevailing. But here in this quiet, in this stillness, we receive the answer. The answer. What was your intention? And how does the moon card answer that question? And I invite you to listen to the sound of the barking dogs. Allow that bark to just blend in with the tones. And reflect for just a moment how the moon and the rise and fall of the tides, the illuminating the darkness, is the perfect response and answer to your intention for this evening. Embrace what your inner deepest voice is sharing with you right now. Maybe it's difficult to hear or know, and maybe it's exactly what you want to hear and need to hear. But embrace the truth of the voice. The moon card is about us discovering the truth in our reflection about who we are as we face our fears, as we embrace uncertainty, and as we pay attention to our dreams. And here in this deep inner space, as we often do, let us become expansive in our awareness. And yes, this card was the card for an indeterminate amount of people that might be participating, but it is the answer that addresses our unique question. So let us open up just briefly our own souls to the souls that are joining us. They could be joining us right now in real time, or they could be joining us on a recording version of this. You might even join yourself if you listen to it again. And let us just feel the presence of all of those attending and participating and having the courage with us to face fears, to embrace uncertainty. And allow the smile of recognition and knowledge of one another to warm our formless bodies, to bring comfort and confidence to us. And we know now that the souls that we share this experience with are generously offering and making time for themselves and for us together. But we know they have lives to get back to. There's a beautiful spring evening to enjoy. There's a delicious meal with your family or friends. When you return, they will know the difference in you. They will notice how you face your fears, how you embrace uncertainty, and how you pay attention to your own dreams. And so let us once again gather into our own essences. Still in our formless state, with the sense memory of our physical selves, but with the freedom to move around in this beautiful spiritual or etheric plane. And let us just slowly imagine the feeling of our physical selves begin to rise into that presence. Feel your muscles and your skin and your organs all just begin to reappear, knowing that they've never been gone. And that deep breath has kept us anchored and tethered to our life here, so that we could take the journey and make the journey for more information to better serve our world around us. As the tones slow down, we realize that we are physically back into our body, and the breath is once again consciously keeping us aware and alert. Let's choose to come back completely by taking 3 quick breaths together, inhaling, and then quickly exhaling, inhaling again, quickly exhaling, and once again. One last inhale, quickly exhaling as we open our eyes. Facing our fears tonight, we're embracing uncertainty and we are paying attention to our dreams. Now, this all doesn't have to happen now out of the gate. We've set the tone, we've set the stage, we've planted the seeds of the truth of our own ability and courage to face the truth, knowing the truth does set us free. And such a fun way to access it too, don't you think? So, we've done the work. Let us celebrate by sending it all back out into the universe. And again, I would gather all of your written intentions and I would throw them into one bowl and it would burn beautifully and bright if we were all together. But, you know, we can work with what we got. That's the beauty of technology today. Beauty to where we've come and what we're able to do on so many platforms. So let's do this. Let's light it up. This is for me. The flame burning bright, can you see? Right, this one is everyone's intention. So all that energy gathered right here. This is you, this is me, this is the people who are on the stream, or all of you listening to the recording, all right here. All going out there. All chef's kisses. Pay attention to your week ahead. See how the card made sense to your question, to your intention. That card of the moon. Where will you see the moon? How will you see the moon? How will it be relating to what is going on with you as the week unfolds? Write it down, jot it down, and then of course, come back here and share it with everybody. Let us know, how's it working for you? How's it going? Because it's then that we can begin to trust and serve the community together. So always, it's like just asking everybody to just, roll up your sleeves, share with one another, have the courage to exchange, and let's make this even more solid than it is. I'm so grateful. Let's see who's here on Zoom. Yes, my Zoom regulars are all here together tonight. Sue and Kathleen and Sandra and Kristen, hello and welcome. And I hope you guys had a nice journey together. I'm so grateful for you. And let's see who's joined us on the platforms. There's Alex. Alex, how are you? Good to see you. I'm so glad. It means so much to me that you join us whenever you can. I'm so grateful. I hope things are going well for you. I hope you're feeling well and healthy. Everything is well with your family. I'm thinking about you, and again, very grateful for your presence here always. So who else do we got with us? I'm going to reload the page, see if anybody else is joined. Thank you for your comments. Alex, anybody else want to comment with me? Let's check out the YouTubes. Who's on YouTube? If you're here, say hello. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you believe in fairies, clap your hands. Anyway, it's a beautiful summer's evening or a beautiful spring evening. I get you guys enjoying it. There's still some light left. Might be a little bit of light left. So have a beautiful evening. Remember, this is the week. This is the time. Face those fears, embrace the uncertainty, pay attention to your dreams. I'll do the same. Let's meet back here and talk about it next week. Share it with each other. I love you. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Keep those miracles coming in May. Good.